No, you can't legislate against stupidity, otherwise you'll be doing nothing. So
in this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. Don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world.
Ricky Gervais is notorious for not holding back when it comes to the truth, and there have been many times where he has exposed woke culture and especially woke Hollywood. And today, we'll be looking at the most significant moments where he went against what Hollywood wanted him to say and how they reacted. So let's get started with him talking about woke people getting offended over his jokes.
Well, yeah, well, that's the thing about offence, isn't it? When people say they're offended, it's that just because you're offended, it doesn't mean you're right, you know? It's... offence is about feelings, and feelings are personal. Some people are offended by equality. So what? You know, so you can't second-guess people. If you try and please everyone, you'll please no one. With comedy as well, I think you've got to deal with taboos and contentious issues, and sometimes you deal in irony, and some people don't get that. But, you know, you can't legislate against stupidity, otherwise you'll be doing nothing. So if you're saying anything... You should polarise. You should polarise, because everyone's different, so...
So, now that we have established that Ricky just doesn't care about offending people, let's take a look at some of his most direct jokes at the Golden Globes, where he is directly attacking Hollywood, and pay attention to the reactions of some of these celebrities.
Talking of all you perverts, it was a big year... It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly... Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care. Our first presenter is beautiful, talented, and Jewish, apparently. Mel Gibson told me that. He's obsessed. Please welcome Scarlett Johansson. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer, and it's still more fun than this, okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself, just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't care. On a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. So... In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you. He's coming for you. We were going to do an in memoriam this year, but when I saw the list of people that had died, it wasn't diverse enough. It just... no. It was mostly white people. And I thought, nah, not on my watch. So, maybe next year. Let's see what happens. All the best actors have jumped to Netflix and HBO, you know. And the actors who just do Hollywood movies now do fantasy adventure nonsense. They wear masks and capes and really tight costumes. Their job isn't acting anymore. It's going to the gym twice a day and taking steroids, really. Have we got an award for most ripped junkie? No. No point. We know he'd win that. Apple roared into the TV game with a morning show. A superb drama, a superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. Well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent. If you do win an award tonight... Don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. If you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and fuck off, okay? All female remakes are the big thing. There's a female remake of Ghostbusters.
He's savage.
There's going to be a female remake of Ocean's 11. And this is brilliant for the studios, because they get guaranteed box office results, and they don't have to spend too much money on the cast. So... Shut up, I don't care. But actors aren't just loved here in Hollywood, they are loved the world over because they're recognisable. You can be anywhere. You could be in the third world, okay, and you get a glimpse of a Hollywood star and it makes you feel better, okay? You could be a little child, a little Asian child with no possessions and no money, but you see a picture of Angelina Jolie and you think, oh, Mummy. Now Caitlyn Jenner.
Yo, he hasn't been wrong in one thing that he said. That's what I kind of got to give him his respect on. I want to know what's woke to you guys. Let me know what woke is to you guys. Explain what your definition is of woke.
Of course. What a year she's had. She became a role model for trans people everywhere, showing great bravery in breaking down barriers and destroying stereotypes. She didn't do a lot for women drivers, but... You can't have everything, can you? Not at the same time.
But outside of the Golden Globes, Ricky also has directly confronted woke culture during his comedy shows. So let's look at some of those, because he is the most open at his own shows.
Our show, Supernature, dropped on Netflix last year. Big backlash, wasn't there? Big backlash. People going, you can't say that. You can. I did. The inevitable backlash, which made it the most watched special of the year, so I've learnt my lesson. No, I have learnt my lesson, and that's why I'm going to be woke from now on. It's about time. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I am woke, and now I'm woke. The first thing I've got to do is change my Twitter bio. But now I'm woke, I've got to pop in the word anti-fascist. So people know I'm not a fascist, because that is a big problem at the moment. People come up to me on the street and they go, Rick, have you been imprisoning journalists? I go, no. They go, oh, interesting. They go, have you been gassing Jews? I go, no. They go, well, pop it in your bio then, you silly cunt. Not all women. I mean the old-fashioned ones. You know, the old-fashioned women. Oh, God. You know, the ones with wombs. Oh. No, I love the new women. I know the new women. They're great, aren't they? You know, the new ones we've been seeing lately. The ones with beards and cocks. They're as good as... They're as good as gold. I love them. And now the old-fashioned... They go like, oh, they want to use our toilets. Why shouldn't they use your toilets? For ladies. They are ladies. Look at their pronouns. What about this person isn't a lady? Well, his penis. Her penis, you fucking bigot. What if he rapes me? What if she rapes you? You fucking turf whore.
Yo, he is savage.
I don't want any fat people to feel uncomfortable at one of my gigs, so next time, buy 2 seats. I'm joking, I'm joking, shut up. I'm not having a go. I'm just pointing out, you know, I was listening to the radio in England a few weeks back, Radio 4, quite highbrow. There was a discussion about political correctness. My name came up straight away, right? And there was this woman on there going, oh, yeah, well, it's not right. Ricky Gervais, he makes jokes about fat people. He wouldn't make jokes about gay people, would he? And being fat is like being gay. What? No, it's not. What? You can't choose your sexuality. As we've established, you choose whether to eat too much or not. You know, with your sexuality, you're born, you grow up, you discover you like same-sex relationships, and that's it. You're gay, okay? For being gay to be the same as being fat, you'd have to be born, be straight, grow up knowing you're straight, but gradually and consciously wean yourself onto cock. I know you can't say Chinaman anymore, right? I can't believe you ever could, because that is the laziest labelling of a demographic I've ever heard, right? So the first one lands on our shores, and we gather around going, what the fuck, where are you from, right? And he goes, China. And we go, oh, you're a Chinaman. And he goes, I'm a what? You're a Chinaman. A Chinaman? Yeah. What's my wife? Duh, Lady Chinaman. Why don't you call me by my name? I don't know your name, do I? It's Ling. Ling? Yeah. Is that your first name or your surname? Both. Ling Ling? Hello? Right, no, right. We've come a long way from it being Punishable to total equality as it should be, of course. In England, the gay age of consent, same as heterosexuality now, 16, and even gay marriage. Although, ironically, the one place that was really ahead of the game fell behind a little at the last election, California. They had a referendum, they put it to the vote, and they voted no to gay marriage. I mean, in California, there's people going, that's why we moved here. I mean, it's a strange sort of bigotry that you can affect someone else's lifestyle that doesn't affect you back. It's not like they asked a bloke once, said, sorry, do you mind if these two men get married? He went, no, fine, okay, jack them off then. What? I didn't know that was... That doesn't happen, does it? That doesn't happen. Look, it's also a strange sort of bigotry because these people that object to that were presumably the same people that said, you know, gay people were immoral and promiscuous, but now they don't want to be monogamous and respectful in the eyes of God. And it must be so confusing to a gay guy in California thinking, that's the bit they don't like. With all the other shit we get up to, it's the marriage bit. They must so confused. They must go to judges and go, sorry, can I get the rules straight? What do you want to know? I just need to know what we can and can't do. Ask away. Can I marry a man? No. Can I fuck him up the arse and give him a little reach round? Please. Old Adolf. That name's died out, hasn't it? He killed that dead, didn't he? No one's calling their kid Adolf nowadays. No little Adolfs going to school. Loads of Brads and Angelinas, but no, look, you don't hear the teacher doing the register. Brad here, Angelina here, Adolf here. I do that quick so no one can take a picture of me doing that.
He's savage, bro.
No, but people make excuses for him. People say, oh, he was stupid, he was easily led, he didn't mean that. What do you mean he didn't mean that? They say, oh no, he was influenced by the political philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche, right? Because Nietzsche wrote this paper talking about a Superman. He said, not all men are born equal.
All right, well, main thing with me is shout out to you guys for making it to this part of the video. This is the part of the video that matters. This is my final thought on what I thought about what we watched. Honestly, I never knew how funny Ricky Gervais was. I actually reacted to him one time on the channel before, and when I reacted to him on the channel before, I kind of felt like it was just like one of those compilations. It was cool. It wasn't nothing like major or nothing like that. It was like something cool. So I didn't really get in to see how funny he was until now. And now that I am, I kind of like that he crosses that line. Comedians should not be limited and they should not be restricted to what a hater got to say, you know what I mean? Or if somebody don't like the joke. The strongest thing that he said was in the beginning about if you're offended, who cares? That doesn't mean that it's not good. It just means that you're offended. I want you guys to give me some recommendations on Ricky Gervais stuff that I should react to as well, because I love dark humor. Also, we're at 55,000 subs on this channel. I want to get to 100,000 subs by the end of the year. I need you guys to hit that button, hit the top bell as well, and I'll see you on the next one.